season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on
And
EA
there's
Sports.
a dead body next to the ground.
Takes this about 5 yards deep.
Is life.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That one 28 yards on the ground. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that, but that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Come on, man!
Unfortunately, wind up out of bounds.
What the fuck?
Inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up.
The dude fucking fumbles, Joe. And my team can't even pick the ball up. They fucking knock it around on the ground and knock it out of bounds.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking
Come
points
on,
definitely
man.
don't lose the football at this juncture. Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Nothing open downfield.
Those are fucking plays you need to make early in the game, man.
Well, we've seen Jackson already have success in the first half running the football, and he gets good yardage on the ground again there. I mean, I know it's a $64,000
fumble, man. That shit
how
just
do they
pissed me
contain
off.
him better?
You have to win against the blockers ahead of you. If those guys even occupy a defender for even a half a second, then Lamar Jackson is gone. You've got to take those blockers and move them so that you have clear vision of Lamar Jackson, and hopefully you can hem him in. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now, these two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans, a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But where that game was all Tennessee, they led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. They'll run for it. It's Ingram. They find some open field here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
That's bullshit, man.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score off. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
This dude trying to be disrespectful.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately,
he scored. Well, he could have scored on one play, but what he did instead was to run the fucking ball out of bounds. at the 1 yard line. Then he scores and then goes for a 2-point conversion.
Look on the first play of the drive. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First down, Titans.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Tannehill. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Incomplete.
Some defenses get to the quarterback that quickly. A lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to lift downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Tannehill on 3rd down.
Come on.
And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing down. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're going to go. It's Tannehill.
Come on, man, with the trash.
This one's going to go straight down to the turn. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be
that was last night.
On downs.
I got beat 106 to 21.
Damn.
I mean, he got so much trash in the first quarter. It was 24-0 after the first. I literally mentally gave up.
So you're the Steelers?
Off the play
Who are you now?
Dobbins.
Right now,
catch is made by Marquise Brown.
Right now, the Titans.
Getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
That is definitely what we call a defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson. When you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Yeah.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
Or you can subscribe to my page.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone.
You got a YouTube channel?
Yeah.
And he was stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
They're on 24-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
It's a gain
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now.
And look at this.
And some room to maneuver. There he goes, right side. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
19. Titans, nothing.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard
As soon as my man come in
line.
the
2nd
joint,
and 3.
these dudes are fucking on him. I mean, he can't even get a
From the
second
gun,
to
here's
fucking
Tannehill.
breathe.
He completes it to Henry. And he'll be brought
He
down
only got a
shy of
second
the
to
40 at the
breathe,
38-yard
man.
line. 6 yards the
It
pickup,
is so
and that's a
disheartening.
first down.
First down, Tennessee.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up. On 2nd and a yard, Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 52 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
Okay.
Look at this.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss. No good.
Oh, shit.
Giorgio Tavecchio set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some
There's a
frustration
delay
after the PAT
between your
miss.
video and
Yeah.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Ravens take
Run
over
it.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Stepping up, he'll try and run.
It's like their actual schedule.
Scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
So I'm in 3 different leagues.
Third down.
The one with the Titans is my main one.
Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Harold Landry able to record his 5th sack of the season. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Penalty.
Penalty stings big time there, wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is to give yourself some space for your offense to really work.
Punted it, but they called
first down outside the 20 or 25 yard
penalty, and it wasn't even a return.
So the special
illegal block in the back.
Some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Again to Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A nice carry there by Derrick Henry. Picks up a first down. And when you say workhorse, you're thinking about Derrick Henry. Won the rushing title in 2019 with 1,540 yards on the ground and 16 rushing touchdowns. Went to his first Pro Bowl and carried his team to the AFC Championship game.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing again on second down.
Oh, come on, that's not pass interference.
Incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Running from the gun with Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yeah, right.
Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. This from 54 yards away. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Well, the second down throw on target. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Garbage.
Marquise Brown with his 16th touchdown of the year as the Ravens push further out in front. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Ravens 26, Titans 6. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
NFL 21.
Yep.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go.
Look at this shit.
Then the
blitz coming,
dude
and down
is
he
sending a blitz
goes.
every down.
And Judon, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Bye.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And the Titans first down.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. This will be caught by Brown. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Completes it to Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second long.
You don't have to play a season, right? Like, we could just play each other.
Mm-hmm.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And
This man is blitzing every play. What?
He got hit as he threw it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the
Every
front
play
and
these
the
dudes
back.
are coming.
Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
In 2 hours. So
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
What year?
11 yards there, first
98.
down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Regular PlayStation.
Now Jackson on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33-yard line. Now it's
What does all the
Jackson.
little XP things do for your team? Is it for your team or for you as a player?
I think depending on, I think they apply some of them to your players. Like this is like almost like a franchise. You just control your particular team throughout the season.
He tugged it wide left, and that
But
will
after
keep our
each game,
score right where it is.
depending on the performance in the game, certain players get XP points, which help with their attributes.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick
I haven't
this one
figured
off.
out how it works with the coach.
Fielded in the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Khalid Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. The first half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stops right around the 29. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Last year's All-Pro punter, Brett Kern, comes on for Tennessee. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
You don't go.
Huh?
If you don't go for that, you didn't.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are
I can't go
in the
for
second half.
Technically. Oh, yeah, I could. If I'm down 14, you can go for it anyway. But it's like
Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
If you're down 14.
If you're down 2 touchdowns, you can go for it anywhere.
Oh. Is that a rule in real football?
No.
So you can go for it whenever.
Yeah, real football.
Offense set to begin the drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Listen.
Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's second down.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
I looked a little confused there.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be an RPO. Run pass option.
They failed once in their spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They are going for it. It's Tannehill airing it out deep for Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Eric Harris who picks it.
I hear my commentary.
And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. The 40, 30, 10. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
I think this is where you have to have the term situational football in your head, because this game is pretty much in the palm of your hand, and the one thing you can't afford to do, turn the ball over. Now you've given the patient a little bit of a heartbeat, haven't you? And now they're feeling it, and they're back in this game.
Yeah, still a little. And this is going to be intercepted. Anthony Everett picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Titans 12.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Flushed out right, and he's going to keep it here. The 20, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble, and it gets him a first down.
Celebration.
Well, another fine run right there from Lamar Jackson, and C.D. Dalton puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
Doing the same celebration.
We talked about were 100-yard games from running backs. That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. But Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage. And
he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
I think that's called a flea flicker, right?
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That is what they call that.
Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
Is there a flag?
What's that?
On the first one. First attempt he made.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Right, he scored. And then the second one was the extra
They
point.
went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now.
So can two people play
in their head?
Like, could me and you play on the same team against another team?
I bet they were pretty clinical at the
I don't know if that could happen.
They might need to go to the emotional side.
I'm not sure how it would work.
Because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. But now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
He gives it to Brown, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving.
That was incomplete.
And taking it across
the one on the sideline? Yeah.
Yeah. They get 10 more
he did not
there,
come down with the ball in his hand.
For another 1st down, it will. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw, Tannehill. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tyus Bowser with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 3-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. after the interception. Here's Jackson.
Come on.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
13. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Snead's got it. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Baltimore Ravens.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Well, we're in Baltimore. Third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Mike 54. 65.
Throwing again. Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins.
That's crazy.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, 77 yards. And the Ravens add on. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rip. Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 40, past the 20, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Touchdown.
Derrick Henry, 76 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Taking it about the 1.
He's running.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield, and be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 2nd down, Muhammad. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson 26 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
But this is something we saw often during his MVP season of 2019. He's going to set up to throw. Doesn't like anything he sees downfield and takes off and goes. So even though you know it's coming, the trick is still finding a way to tackle him in the open field. Not many people are going to get Lamar Jackson down when he has space.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Khalif Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
A gain of 11 on the play. 1st down, Tennessee.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Complete. Smith has it. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Smith. He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
49-yard line. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Tannehill on 3rd down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Say it again.
How come the clock
keeps running when you go out of bounds?
Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
When the clock stopped.
Yeah,
and this lines up a disaster nowhere near the marker. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. They're calling a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. This will be caught at about the 6. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Complete. It's Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there. 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
It leads to
so line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line.
Tannehill now to throw. It's caught. Smith. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there, and gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't, and also what happens when you get this big of a deficit.
He's trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their
Who
hat on,
are you
I
telling?
So let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That'll go as a loss of 5, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Okay, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. So how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Oh, shit.
Run for it with Henry. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.